Do you think Indian companies will need to learn to live with protectionist measures, especially from the US government?
Well, we can understand why the US wants to take such a stance. After all, when your country is losing 600, 700,000 jobs month after month after month, you would get concerned when a country which is used to 2% unemployment rate hits 8.1% unemployment rate. Obviously, we will have to take care of jobs for your people. So I have nothing against what the US is saying, but at the same time, I'm sure US will recognize and respect the need for every country to take care of their people, take care of jobs for their people, etc. But at the end of the day, as long as we continue to work hard, work smart, use innovation to bring the best quality, best value for money products and services to the global bazaar, I have no doubt that our products and services will indeed receive the required attention in the marketplace, because it will make those economies much more competitive. It will help them grow their jobs. So we have to focus on innovation, we have to focus on productivity, we have to focus on quality. Whether we like it or not, at this point in time, US will continue to be the primary driver of the global economy. There is no doubt at all. If you look at 300 million consumers with a per capita GDP of something like $50,000 plus, that is a significant force. So US will continue to be so, and then we have the European Union, which has 325 million people with somewhat similar per capita GDP, but then that consists of multiple nations. So there are multiple instruments, multiple objectives, etc. And then China is becoming a very, very important force, and India. So I do think that while the US will continue to be the primary driver, US obviously will not be able to do it alone. US will have to need participation from European Union, from Japan, from India, China, Brazil, etc. So it's really G20 in some sense.
When are we likely to see a turnaround in the global economy, and what are the first signs that we need to look out for?
I don't know whether it is easy to predict when this economy will come back to its original shape. What I would look for are trends that tell us that the economy has started growing, maybe in small steps, but once you create that spiral, I do believe that it will become a pretty good positive spiral. As long as we have reversed the trends and we see the economies of US, Europe, India, Japan, and Brazil, and perhaps these G20 countries pick up their momentum towards their original growth rates, I think that will be pretty good. I think there have been several initiatives taken by President Obama, by Prime Minister Gordon Brown, by of course the Japanese government, and of course the Indian government and the Chinese government. They have all tried to stimulate the domestic economy. They have all tried to create opportunities for the companies in their country to become more successful in the global marketplace. They have all focused on science and technology research. I suppose these initiatives are very, very important, and you will not see results in a jiffy. This is not a magic wand. It will take perhaps a couple of years, but I do believe that in the end, because of all these initiatives, we will get to a better state of our economy than we were before.
How is the Infosys Science Foundation planning to boost the science research ecosystem in India?
Well, it's a small value addition to the kind of initiatives that are taking place in the country today. thanks to Professor C.N.R. Rao and the Prime Minister, we have 6 more institutes of science, several new institutes of technology, management, etc. The allocation of funds for higher education has increased by a significant percentage in the next 5-year plan. So what we are doing is a small value addition to that. It is an initiative to encourage Indian science by recognizing an English scientist who has performed world-class research in contemporary areas. And we have chosen physical sciences, which includes physics and chemistry. We have chosen mathematical sciences, which includes mathematics, statistics, and theoretical computer science. We have chosen engineering sciences, which includes all branches of engineering. We have life sciences, medical sciences, and agricultural sciences. And finally, we have economics and social sciences. So,
how do you see the role of science research in today's economic scenario?
The role of science has always been very critical to the emergence of technologies and consequently enhancing of productivity and comfort in life. After all, science is about unraveling nature, and technology is about using the power of that science to make life better and more comfortable and more productive for people. So I would say that science has relevance at all points of time, whether it's downturn or upturn, it doesn't matter.